we have on our agenda several bills on second reading. We'll just take them because it's a short agenda. BL 2019-109 amends the Metro Code of Laws and substitute ordinance number BL 2019-1658 regarding shared urban mobility devices. Before we take action on this, I will mention that in Public Works, I recommend a deferral for 2 meetings to create a little more space for community conversation on this. So
I'll make that motion.
Second it.
all right, motion and a second for a 2-meeting deferral. Any discussion? All right, hearing none. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, that is probably the most complicated thing on the agenda. BL 2020-119 renames a portion of Smith Springs Road between Smith Springs Road and Castlegate Drive to Castlegate Drive. I would accept a motion.
So moved.
And a second.
Second.
And I know Councilmember Porterfield is here, so we will recognize her to discuss this.
Thank you so much. So Castlegate is a street in my district, and the street curves. The portion of the street that is curved is technically named Smith Springs Road, so it intersects with Smith Springs Road. Everyone in the community calls it Castlegate. The street sign says Castlegate. So we were all under the assumption that it was already named Castlegate on that portion of the road. A couple of months back, there was an emergency incident, and police had to be deployed to that area, and they were unable to find the intersection. It was harder to find the intersection of Smith Springs and Smith Springs, so we just want to rename that portion of the road to go with, to match the street sign, to make it less confusing, and to go with the way that the community knows it.
All right, you've heard from the sponsor. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Very good. Thank you, Councilmember Porterfield. We have BL 2020-120 from Welsh, Murphy, and others, abandons alley number 1854 right-of-way from Landers Avenue to Grandview Avenue. And I would accept a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second. And I know Councilmember Welsh is here. Did you
I
have
don't
anything?
really have much to say.
Oh, come on.
Well, I mean, man, it's an alley, it's lonely, it
I'm
wants to be free. Free the alley, free the alley.
I will request that we rehear that as a floor speech this evening. Any other discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Very good. Councilmember Welsh, you're all set.
Thank you.
Last one we've got is BL 2020-121, abandons a portion of Innsworth Avenue right-of-way from Innsworth Avenue to Woodlawn Drive between parcels 11604018800 and 11604029800. I think just from the analysis, again, this is a relatively routine abandonment, although I will turn to staff to ask if there's anything we should take note of.
I don't really know anything about it.
All right.
I think I know where it is.
I know right where it is. I'll seek the actual sponsors in between committee and the floor, but I see no harm in approving it based on what we had in our agenda analysis. So, any discussion? Yeah, it was approved at Public Works with no discussion. So, I guess I would accept a motion to approve.
So moved.
Seconded.
All right, motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. And then just real briefly, a report from Traffic and Parking Commission. Our most recent meeting included a review of parking meters, and it looks like more or less the direction we're going in is to have effectively a publicly administered approach to parking modernization. So I'm hoping that we will be able to produce a report and that I can bring it to share with both Public Works and Traffic, Parking, and Transportation Committee, expecting a fee study on valet in the very near future. So there is your informational update.
So,
Yes.
so along with this modernization, we should be collecting more money. We got we're going to have more meters, probably.
Yep.
We're going to have
Potentially, at least we'll have more modern meters.
Gotcha. Okay.
So accepting more flexible payments, because I hear that request all the time at urban meters, is that, many people have actually opted to risk a parking ticket literally because they have nothing to put in, a meter from the 1970s.
Right.
So I think just even providing the option will enhance our revenues.
Gotcha. So part of where I was going with this is if we're collecting more revenues and there's more revenue, especially with the increase in the ticket fine,
Right.
Can we get more people enforcing it?
I think that's what
And-
we actually requested, is we want to make sure there is first and foremost kind of cost recovery to that point, that we're making these investments in a way that benefit the entire system in the city.
Yeah.
And so, yes.
Yeah, okay.
So that's
I got several areas where I want more meters and more enforcement.
Very
so.
good. Yes, ma'am.
You actually raised your
Oh,
hand.
sorry.
Okay.
Please, Virginia.
Was there any more discussion on the disconnect with valet taking those
there
spots and how we're gonna,
We have increased over the past couple meetings kind of the scope of that fee study, so I'm hoping that will all be included in that. So that came up a second time as a result of this. The hard part is going to be, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, but it sounds like for those moments of lost opportunity, it will be very difficult to recover that legally, right? So if you had somebody, say, even earlier last year, apply for a valet permit that removed several meters, we're not going to be able to recapture that lost revenue. It is effectively.
are those permits renewed annually?
They are, but I think at the renewal point, it would be hard to say, well, oh, by the way, like you owe us back taxes effectively. I don't.
Not back taxes, but moving forward, could we
Moving-
increase?
Absolutely
Okay.
moving forward. So
Okay.
we will be able to do two things. We will modernize the fee itself so that it is probably appreciably higher than $50 per year.
Yeah.
Two, I think we will actually look at meaningful ways to capture lost revenue if we remove street meters. Because right now what we're doing is you take 3 meters off the street and you're averaging $6,000 a year for each of those meters. You've just traded $18,000 annually for $50 annually.
$150,
which is
yeah.
absurdity.
Right,
So anyway, that is all coming.
great.
Is that approximately what the, because what is it, like 1,700 right now?
It all
and they're bringing in
depends.
about 6? Is
Yeah.
that just rough?
That's rough, and it also depends on location. I mean,
Sure,
like,
sure,
for
sure.
instance, Belcourt probably does fine, but there are also parts of downtown that probably do better than, other outer lying
Sure.
areas where we've got meters.
And what kind of timeline is being,
Hard to say. It sounded like 2 months at the outset, but then there was maybe another month. I think before spring, I hope, we'll get a study for that, and then we will leverage the study in talking about a more comprehensive approach to the whole issue. So,
do we have any idea of the costs involved in replacing?
Well,
that came up.
and
So that's a big part, is looking at, both of your points, right? You got to assess what your future potential revenue is, but you've also got to look at what is the cost of implementation, right? And so part of the reason the modernization approach was pursued privately initially was because you basically get an immediate revenue enhancement and don't have to worry about the cost of capitalizing the equipment, because that's all rolled into a multi-year agreement. And we would basically we would need effectively a capitalization plan of some kind in order to do this if we did it publicly.
so we would have to pay for the machine, the new meters outright, rather than,
There are vendors as
Right.
well who, rather than, take full control over the right-of-way for 30 or years or whatever it was, you just say, hey, can you come in and do this service for us? But I imagine
right.
we'll probably
We'll
look at
be
a few different
looking at a few
options.
different
Yeah.
options. My guess is, based on where we got to with the public conversation, it will be a very low priority option to pursue something like what came before council last year. More than likely, it will be, let's look at this in phases, and it's already broken up into zones of kind of, where there is potential, so we'll do that. I know Mr. Druffel is here. We'll recognize him as a special guest.
Yeah, just sort of the transportation has become a bigger issue in neighborhoods, so I was going to start paying attention. I was just talking to Sean a minute ago about we don't have any high density or the busier streets, but we have the 7100 split. But what I'm seeing is four-way stops. We're having some serious accidents in our area where traditional four-way stops, Davidson, Brook Hollow, where people seemingly, whether distracted, sun, whatever that is, are becoming less aware of some of the stops and actually literally plowing
So
right
you're
through.
just getting people run right through
Right through four-way stops. I have 3 intersections where it's significant. Brook Hollow and Davidson right next to this area, if you know that Actually, during when we were actually during voting, I was out there and we had this huge collision, and one car was literally plowed down an embankment, almost lost the family, and fortunately the fire department's right across the street, but people are doing more. I think they're, the traffic's becoming an issue and they're doing more, so they're going faster. And I think somehow, for whatever reason, so a lot of my constituents are starting to look at, can we put something on the road? I mean, what is the second aspect that you can sort of create a trigger, whether it's a flashing yellow light? We're starting to see that in some locations, but I think I'm looking at it. I need to find it. I don't know where to go with this, but I know it's probably one of the hottest topics now. And if you know Westmead, you got these long winding roads before you get to a main road, and so people are getting frustrated. Then they get there. Yeah, Nash.
When we've done the traffic calming things, they generally say if you just want to wake people up for a minute, get them look up from their phone and whatnot. They do the low rumble strips.
Yeah, white kind of low.
Yeah, well, that's absolutely right. Something that is a trigger on some of our. I have 3 intersections where there's a fair amount of accidents, and this Brook Hollow Davidson is one that is becoming tremendous. I can't say monthly, but it's a pretty regular basis. You drive down, you think no problem. For some reason, it is, and it's one of our 2 major roads and where they intersect. So I really, that's sort of one of the aspects I wanted to really get into is how do we find, is this rumble strips the right way?
I like that as a low-cost infrastructure improvement. I mean, there might be some other ones. We have, as we've had, because, we've talked about the overall project, at least in I can't remember now if we did the UZO or USD, but basically doing reduction of background speed limit, right?
Yeah.
We still have plenty of places in District 19 where people just ignore crosswalks, even when the pedestrians are literally in the crosswalk. I mean, I hear stories all the time of people having to jump out of the way of cars.
We're getting that, well, we have no sidewalks, so just even coming down these winding roads, people are trying to walk. But I think that's a separate issue in a way, but realistically, if we could slow them down a little bit, or at least find those signs to make sure they're less dangerous. And I think that's what I'm trying to find where I go to get that solution.
I think you're in the right place.
So there you go.
Well, and reach out to Derek Hagerty as well in Public Works. That's his deal.
Yeah, he's our traffic calming. We're getting a traffic calming. We're going to get 6 speed cushions.
In the right direction. I don't know what you get.
Oh, did you qualify? You had a
Yeah, we got one on Lower Breslin, which most of you might know where that is, but as it approaches Charlotte near the 40 intersection.
Yeah.
It comes from a side road. It comes from Brook Hollow, which again, for some reason, people going down Davidson to get on Charlotte, the traffic. I mean, we have thousands of apartment units now hitting there, so everybody decides to take a shortcut. So they're going down Breslin. Well, the traffic speed is now like 15 miles an hour over the speed limit on a residential neighborhood, and it's tripled, I think, the amount of traffic, including trucks and construction, because they're all going that way to get onto 40 and Charlotte.
Whenever I want something from Public Works, I just email Jeff Hammond.
Jeff Hammond.
Jeff's great, but for traffic stuff, he's going to tell you to go to
Derek.
Derek.
He'll give it to somebody.
Okay, I will
It tends to get a good response.
But I think to your point,
And
I mean, especially if we're seeing a systematic issue with people running 4-way stops, then I think there might be some simple things we can do there, but I'll raise that.
I don't know if you need traffic.
Is anybody else getting that, or is it just me? Because I think, having lived in 15 different cities and a lot of these bigger cities, it progressively gets worse. Like I lived in Alpharetta in Atlanta, and at first everybody's like, oh, no problem. And then as traffic backs up, farther downtown, you got to get there faster. You get more frustrated farther out. And I think
I actually see either more block in the box or people running late yellows, right, where it has just turned red and they're going to go anyway. I have probably fewer overall 4-way stops on cut-through scenarios, so I haven't seen it, but it's good to kind of connect those dots.
Interesting to listen to Derek. We've been through this traffic calm. It's taken us a year, by the way. We were going to do a roundabout and 3 speed cushions. You think, he said, that's perfect. More people are against the roundabout, which was the better solution.
Really?
Strangely, and there was such a, you couldn't get a 70%, we couldn't get our 70%.
Oh, you reached the threshold of support.
Because of the roundabout people. So they would only go with an extra couple speed cushions. I wasn't the person.
I'm really curious now. What was the nature of the opposition to the roundabout?
The people that lived close by had enough friends that sort of harpooned that component, which is they couldn't come out of their yard because their front entrance to their house or their driveway was right there.
Oh, so they were physically on the roundabout, and therefore
they were able to get enough opposition, which is really crazy. And most of it, everybody wanted a roundabout. Derek would tell you, everybody loves roundabouts, not for these guys. But 7 meetings later, tonight they're voting. After 7 meetings to possibly get 5 speed cushions. The amount of work it takes for one of those grants, it's great to get a grant. And the lady that took this over it was before my time. She'd pull her hair out. She would just like walk away if she didn't. She stuck with it. 7 or 8 meetings, and it's like, I want 4 speed cushions. No, I want 2. No, I gotta have 5. I'll take the roundabout for another speed cushion. That's what you're getting. Like, okay, give me one. Anyhow.
Well, I'm glad you joined us and brought us some new information.
Well, anyhow, that's I just want to get more.
I will take it back to the commission, and you're welcome anytime.
I'd love to. Thank you.
All right, thanks. We're adjourned.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.